Welcome back to Space Engineers. Since the last episode, I built this little cargo truck thing. It's actually not little, it's probably the biggest truck that I've built so far. But this is what we're going to use to get the cobalt ore from the cobalt mine into the space. So let's hop in here, and but we'll just kind of drive this guy out here and take it over to the cobalt mine. Can we catch air? I don't think we go fast enough. We're gonna try to send it, but it might not be first class mail. Let's try this. Oh, we got some air. All right. So we've got two connectors because I'm thinking that we will attach it at this base on the top and then probably back it in at the other base. I've also built this little road platform thing up here to try to make this a little bit easier. This is looking like I might have made that connector too low. Oh wait, maybe I didn't. Oh my god. Is it like exactly the right height? Oh no. It's so close. Wow, that is so close. Alright, so let's just get the guy raised a little bit. Let's take you to 13. You to 73. Oh, that's a good guess. And I don't have any these things set yet. Should do that. I don't know which ones. That connected? Oh. Oh. I guess when I hit P, it connected it for me. Alright, so now we can come over here and we can fill it with cobalt. Should be another cargo container. Alright, so that is a ton of cobalt, and it should be more than enough. Now we can see how poorly this thing handles when it is full of cobalt. I guess we should look at if we need to raise our suspension up or not. Actually, we look pretty okay. We're looking okay. Parking brake doesn't work too well, but suspension-wise, we're looking okay. We'll try to avoid the sends this go around, as we don't want to lose our as we jump it. Oh god, that's a big jump. Oh, nice. As we don't want to lose our load of cobalt. So as always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and let me know what you think in the comments below. So hopefully fully loaded, we'll be able to make it up this ramp. Alright, looks like we're able. So now I've just got to figure out how to get this thing unloaded. Come on, line up. Oh no. Not even close. Alright, well, it looks like maybe that other one is the way to go. So I'm thinking I will rob this guy of his connector, and we will come over here and move over to this connector instead. And hopefully the wheels will actually clear on the cave side. So I'll back in here instead and be nowhere close. Oh, wait, close enough. Boom. Alright, so now what we've done is we have the cobalt yield from, well, part of the cobalt yield from our cobalt mine, and that's being refined into the cobalt ingots over here. We are basically done, I think for now, down in this mine shaft area, as we've got gold now, we have uranium, we have magnesium. We take inventory of the ingots that we actually have, which we can do by coming up here and going to our ingot storage. We've got a lot. So I think for now, we're going to be good for ingots. What I would like to do is head over to the hydrogen facility and take a look at what's going on there. I haven't checked in for a long time, basically since the last time that we were actually at the hydrogen facility. In whatever episode that was the last time that I was there. So I'd like to go over and just make sure that it hasn't like clanged itself to death or you know, otherwise been destroyed for some reason. So we'll come up here and I think we'll take the helicopter. Oh, I guess I need to finish this railing up. I haven't actually welded that yet. So we can just take this guy and fly over to the hydrogen facility. So we're going to go to the moon, and that is going to require hydrogen engines so that we can get out of the atmosphere and also fly through space and also land on the moon, excuse me. So for now, I'm just going to be focused on, nice graphics glitch, focused on getting the hydrogen over to there. Oh boy, this is fast. I remember now I don't like this ship. We'll just land it over here on the ice. Hopefully be safe. Boom. Wow, all three landing gear. Oh my god, I almost landed on the truck. Sorry, little truck. This little truck was so brave. It went all of that distance by land full of stuff and was flipped over. Alright, so we have all of these hydrogen tanks that are full. Good. How much ice do we have left? That's a lot of ice. That's it's even more ice. Alright, so we could probably even build more hydrogen tanks if I've got the materials for them. I was a little worried that I hadn't left any components here to build with. So now these tanks should be filling. Yep, nice. Okay. And now I'll have an even more flammable field right here. So we've got plenty of fuel. So what I'm kind of thinking about doing is trying to build like a flying hydrogen tank. So basically like a Hindenburg. But I don't want it to Hindenburg itself. I want it to just, you know, fly properly. So let's go look at the materials we have again and see if we can just build it over here. We might be able to. The only way to get more resources is if I come down here and rebuild this drill to drill stone, and I just don't want to deal with that. So I think what I'm going to do is actually fly the helicopter thing back over to the other base. These hydrogen tanks will be filling up, which is fine. And I'll build a hydrogen flying cargo dealie. And we'll fly that over here, and that's how we will get the hydrogen back to the other base. Which means we can also start building our actual spacecraft over there as well. Oh my god. Those trees, those trees. So we can also start building the spaceship. Benny would be so proud. Leave a comment if you got the reference. It's an excellent movie. It's your only hint. There we go. Or don't turn my jetpack on. That's cool too. All right, so now we're over here. We're gonna go back down into the main base, and we will begin to build a. I think we'll start building the rocket first. I think I do want to do like an actual rocket, like a vertical orientation rocket. I think, and then we'll work on the fueler afterwards. Alright, let's close the door. It's cold outside. Alright, so I think actually instead of doing a rocket, I think what I'd like to do is a ship instead. So that's what I'm going to start working on. So we need to go to space, so we need to have some provisions with us, because it is a long walk back home. Why I welded that entirely, I don't actually know. Alright, so we're gonna build it with light armor block. I don't know how big that thruster is, so let's just go up a little bit more just to be safe. Alright, so let's start building off of this. This is the large hydrogen. Alright, so that was actually way too tall, but we might be fine. Just put that there. Oh yeah, we should have enough height, because this isn't gonna be super tall. I don't think it'll be super tall. So I think we just want one hydrogen thruster vertically. You know what, it's survival excess, we're doing 4. And then we'll have the little guys for our direction, like this. And then obviously we'll need to put the last ones on after the support is taken off. So this will be our directional platform. I don't know if that's a real term. I've made it up. It sounds correct. So let's just go with it. So I want to just get these welded up so that I can see what I'm dealing with, as I haven't built a lot of spaceships actually in this game. I usually play base engineers and mine engineer, as you might have guessed. So I'm going to actually kind of build this on camera, and we'll kind of just build it together. Alright, so much like if you give a mouse a cookie, if you give a spaceship a hydrogen thruster, you need to give it some hydrogen tanks. I should write children's books. And I don't actually want the large grid one. I want... Oh, that is the small one. That's unfortunate. That is not what I intended. Oh boy. Alright, so... Change of plan. Small change of plan. Alright, so that's gonna go there. And... Ooh, maybe this is gonna be too tall. How tall is that? Oh no, that's gonna work. Alright, no, we got this, Okay. Alright, plan is back on. Plan is slightly more ridiculous than planned before, but it's gonna be fine. Yeah, this will work. Okay. Alright, this will work. So let's make these tanks. Alright, so this is dumb, but it should work. Is dumb, should work. That should basically be the tagline of this series. Now we have hydrogen to everything, basically. Alright, so now actually what we need to do is build some armor blocks to try to hide the horrible disfigurement. Ooh, actually, no. We can make this somewhat aesthetically pleasing still. It's gonna be tough, but I think I can do it. Ooh, it's gonna be really tough. Alright, this is working better than I intended, I think. Not actually sure. I feel like it is, though. Alright, it's not going super terrible. Alright, so now we've got this. I think I can salvage this, guys. I think I can salvage it. Yes, okay, that's what I wanted. And that will be that there, and that there. Okay, this is sort of working. It's not 100% what I wanted, but it's better than what I was getting. So now I can take my survival kit and figure out how it is going to go onto this thing. And I believe the answer to that question is poorly. What do you mean unable to place? Why can you not place? Does it not actually let you connect it to that? No, it doesn't. Are you kidding me? Alright, so that's dumb, but shouldn't be that big of an issue. I can just put maybe that right there and that right there. And now it should probably let me... Still has to be in the middle. Very dumb, but manageable. Yeah, just angle it out that way. Why does it need to look decent? The survival kit is facing outwards, which is really all we care about at this point. It's really all we can ask is that it's usable. So I mean, this is not actually the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's also not a nice thing that I've seen. Build our survival kit. Make sure that we are connected, or will be connected at least. So now, up here, what I would like to do is try to find, maybe, is this O2H2 generator? It is. Let's put that on top there, that looks important. So actually, we'll put that guy up there, and now we want to find whichever cockpit will actually work for us. I don't think it's this one. I think it is this one, yep. But I want the cool one. Okay, but I actually want this one, though. Okay, but what about if I put this, like, here? Because that was the whole point of this, was to, like, put it on the side, over here, or some such nonsense. Yes. Yes, okay. This is not at all where I thought this was going to go, but this is happening. We're doing this, and I don't think anyone should be happy about it. But this is what happens when I don't plan things out. So let's get our small cargo tubes, and I think let's use this one maybe. And we'll go down here, I guess. And don't worry, like, if you think it looks like a train wreck, I mean, you're right. That's an accurate descriptor of it. So let's put our reactor on the top here. Let's go with there. Nothing says safety like having a reactor right on top of where you sit. Nice.
Energy low.
Well, that's not very helpful. Alright, so I mean, that's probably the worst thing I've ever seen. But, you know, shit happens and you get this. So, it's so dumb. So let's go recharge. Going to want to... This isn't... Oh, it is not. This is an even number across, isn't it? It's 6. Oh, that's terrible. Well, that is just uncalled for. Alright, so I need to unevenly put landing gear on this. So, you like things to be nice and properly spaced. Avert your eyes. Because this will be none of those things. And if you're just like a monster like I can be. Oh god, it's so bad. Then enjoy. That not low enough yet? That's not low enough. Alright. That means more angles. We just, you know, keep applying angles. Get that nice, stable base. Now let's find our landing gear. I don't know which way is forward. Let's just make that forward. Alright, so that's lower. That's lower than the engines. Beautiful. Oh, I need a connector on this thing somehow. I mean, there's technically this. In space, that wouldn't be an issue. What about cargo containers? Definitely need a cargo container. don't think I've got a good way of doing that right now. That is not going to fit. This will, though. Or I could do something like that, then hang a cargo off the side. That seems dumb. Let's do a medium, and then maybe the large. Yeah, like that. Oh man. This is not pleasant. This is not pleasant at all. Oh my god. Alright, let's feed it some uranium. What could go wrong? I don't know how much it needs, so I'm gonna take like 100. Alright, so we should probably give it a battery. That seems safe. We can just put the battery... I don't know. I don't know where to put the battery. We'll figure that out later. Battery's not important right now. Maybe up here? Yeah, that looks good. I mean, good's a relative term at this point. We're just kind of shooting from the hip and hoping for the best. Alright, so battery. We want center of mass to kind of stay in the middle. So maybe let's put a battery, like, right... I don't know, there. Oh my god, this thing's just ridiculous. And I guess we just need a connector. And we'll do the connector right here, facing forward, because why not be complete monsters? Actually, we should just put it on the end. So I'll need to get this thing off of this and onto that landing gear. And I think I want to do that by just dropping it and seeing what happens. No. I mean, yes. But first I'm going to make the other landing gears. So let's start from maybe right here. Nope, that's right in front of a thruster. That's not a great place. I guess we're going to start from right here and then move it over. Because there's really not a better way of doing this. That looks ridiculous, but we're going with it. Alright, and we just need to do at least one more of these. 3 legs will always be stable, 4 will not. However, I think 3 will look stupid. But you know what? That hasn't stopped anything else on this rover, so here we go. Yeah, you know what? This is happening. We're just gonna go... We're just gonna go and do it like this. Because I'm pretty sure at this point anybody would look at this and say, wow, the designer of that craft just gave up. And while that's not accurate, it's also not wrong. Yeah, that's fine though, because then I can back it into corners. Because that's what you always do with spaceships, you back them into corners. My cousin watches this video, he's going to be twitching the entire time because nothing's symmetric, nothing is nicely lined up, and everything's wrong. Alright, well, this is ridiculous, and hopefully when I cut this off, it will actually land on his feet. Nice. I mean, I was like 90% sure that was going to work, but that 10% was strong doubt. So now we just want the little baby hydrogen thruster for right there. I think the last thing I need to do is the connector on top. And, oh, this thing goes into space. Which means I should probably give it some way of slowing down vertically. Because I have no thrust going in that direction. So I guess... So I can do one there, and there... there. I can do one like right here as well. Alright, so I mean, not the most graceful looking thing, but also, I mean, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. For a while there, it was looking pretty terrible. But yeah, I don't know, I think might dare to say I'm happy with it. I think I actually might give it another connector on the front here, because A, it looks stupid without one, and B, it might make actually loading it here on Earth easier, because getting to that top one is kind of difficult. So I'm pretty sure now we've got everything we need to fly this in space. What we don't have, though, is any hydrogen in it whatsoever. Oh, you know what we do need to add, though, while I think of how we're going to actually fuel this thing up, is I want to put a parachute hatch on this, because I have been burned before. So we've also got an emergency parachute hatch. And let's give it some angles on the side so it just looks a little bit nicer. I mean, really, it's not great, but it's also not as bad as it could have been. I'm actually kind of pleased with how it came out. It kind of looks proper, but it also just looks ridiculous. And I like that. Alright, well that's dumb. I don't like that. So we're gonna get rid of that thruster, because I realized that I want to put a solar panel on here as well, so we can maybe get some solar energy going while we're up in space. There we go, that's above the burners. And it might end up that the one on the backside right here is kind of useless with this one because it might get blocked by the sun, but depending on the orientation when I'm in space, they both should work well. Yeah, that should actually work fine. So let's get this guy out of the way. Let's take him and maybe park him outside. So we'll bring this guy outside, wait for the door to shut. We'll come out here and just maybe park him like right here. Alright, so now we need to build a way to get hydrogen and ice from the other base over to this base, and the easiest way to do that is to fly it over. So what I'm going to do is once again find my landing gear and pop one down right there. Alright, so the last thing I need to do is just get all of the parts for one more connector, because I need one more connector. So this should fly. That's a good sign. And we want to do the same thing as always. Take this connector and label this side. And then I'm going to start the last connector. We'll do it down here in the center. Oh my god, so close. So, let's go fly this over to the other base. We'll probably have to build a connector over there. So let's actually maybe grab the parts for a large grid connector. Let's see. Yes, you can. Alright, so now I've got all of that stuff, so we should be able to fly this thing over to the other base. So let's take this guy, and seems to be flying better than the terrible helicopter thing. Oh, I do not have enough power, but it should be okay. I think. I hope. See, I should have built my space thing horizontally and not vertically, and it would have looked better, but I was like, I'm gonna make it vertical. I still love it. It has a face only a mother could love. So I'm gonna have to go over here and make a connector real quick, because I do not have one yet, but I did grab the components to do so. Definitely should have put like 5 forward-facing thrusters to slow this thing down more easily. This is very dark. This is really dark. Oh man. It always gets so dark whenever I'm trying to land stuff. That doesn't help. Oh boy. Here we go. Oh, I see lights. Okay, I can work with lights. Yeah, these just don't have enough thrust. But the main engines do. Alright, so I am super far away. Let's try to get close over there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Coming in hot. Too hot, too hot. So let's just leave this. If it's done trying to die, I'm gonna level it out and hop out. come down here. Let's just build our connector on this. Alright, so that's not even bright enough. That will be okay. Because I've got lights on this ship. There should be enough components here that I can build some more forward-facing thrusters to slow this thing down. Alright, so now I should be able to brake really nicely. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this thing just charge and fill up the hydrogen tanks. I'm adding some more batteries to this cargo ship because I test flew it this heavy and it was not happy. So I would like it to be happy. Alright, well that looks terrible, but that's what we're going with. Oh man. Let's see, I want to put some landing gear on this thing. What if I can do something like so bad. Okay, actually wait, I can salvage this. Okay, wait, hold on. I got this. Alright. Somewhere there's a narrator saying, but he doesn't got this. So I guess I'm going to do something like this, maybe? Because at this point I have literally nothing to lose. Yeah, that's totally not terrible. The energy bar is still going red whenever I hit the vertical thrust. So, I don't know, maybe it's not charging enough yet, but it'll be fine. So I'm going to fly this over to the deep mine facility, and then we will attempt to fuel the spacecraft. It's truly majestic. Also, the batteries aren't on auto, so now that the batteries are on auto, when I hit up, I don't just run the battery into the red. So actually, we're better now with these two batteries. So I'm off the throttle now, just hoping that I can just coast down this and get slowed down. It's looking like it still probably will need a big arc. I can also kind of flare up and use the main engines. Just like that. And we can now lower ourselves down, look for the mine opening, there it is, and head for the tunnel. Thing to remember is the connector is on the left side, which means I have to fly this in and then turn it around and go backwards, which was kind of a dumb decision on my part. I didn't really think that part through. I don't know where the ground is. Oh, I have landing gear now. How low am I? Alright, so I'm going to fly into about here. And I'm just going to spin this around with the gyros, maybe back away from that wall a little bit. I don't know how close I am. Alright, there we go. And I don't want to get going too fast sideways or backwards. But we'll just back it on in. Hopefully it'll fit. I actually don't know yet. Oh, plenty of room. Oh. Bam, first try. Nice. Now, what I'd like to do is hop into this guy. Okay, your stockpile and your stockpile. I can come to my inventory, and I want to go to the PIF, my O2 H2 generator. Okay, so it looks like it has already... And I think I might take some extra ice with me just in case. It's probably good. So now what I'd like to do is fly this thing somewhere where I can leave it parked. So I think I'm gonna go see... I'm I'm gonna go jetpack up here. Actually, why would I jetpack? I think I want to go fly it and park it up at the top. So I'll come in here, and we will fly away from this carefully. Going well so far. And we'll do a 180. And hop up here. I think I'm going to replace the helicopter with this. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'll come over here and grab this guy. And we'll just go park this thing. Maybe like, I don't know, we'll figure that out in a second. Take this guy, bring him over here. So that guy's parked there. This guy we can bring over. And maybe just park it over here on this roof. Like that. I'd like to put some equipment in here. And we should be ready. Just take a bunch of stuff. Is that full now? That is full. So we'll come up to the large cargo. That should be good. I think that'll be good. The last thing we need to do is build a little bit of defense, because I want to make sure that the space pirates can't get me. So I'm going to let that just kind of churn out some ammo for a bit. And when that's ready, we will take off. Meantime, let's bring this guy back in. Actually, he's got a solar panel, so he'll stay charged. He's fine. I can just turn these lights off. I wonder how strong this is. I wonder if I can use like that landing gear on the side here to pick up that truck. Oh, I might try that. I wonder if I can land. I wonder if I can pull it on the. I wonder if I can grab it on this solar panel. Oh my god, that'd be amazing. I think I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. Okay, let's see how much ammo we have. Let's get out of here. Alright, that's probably good. So let's go character weapons. Pop that right there. If I'm still fighting after 1,500 rounds, something terrible has happened. Well, I guess we should have tried to figure out how to get that ice, that remaining ice into that, so we could have had hydrogen while we were gone. Oh well. Alright, here we go. That was not the right button. Alright, so we'll have to check our gear when we get outside. Maybe we can see it now. Okay, we can. I don't see any bad smoke. That's a little higher than I would like. Just get this thing out of this tunnel. This is not the right shape for this tunnel. This wasn't supposed to be tall. If you remember, I distinctly said something like, it's not going to be super tall. And I've made something just stupidly tall. Alright, so now what I'd like to do is land this real quick. Alright, that's landed. And we will come in here. We're gonna shut the door. Don't want to let bugs in. So now we just have to attempt to pick up... Oh geez. We're just going to attempt to pick this rover up so we can have a rover on the moon. I kind of hope this works, but I also kind of hope it doesn't, because if it doesn't, it'll be less troll. But this is just hilarious, so I mean... Oh, it worked! It worked! Oh my god. That is hilarious. Alright. We're going to space once I figure out which direction is up. I also need to find the moon. That might be the moon in the distance there, or that might be Triton, whatever the other planet is. Go ahead and turn our reactor on because it seems like the power was going low. We've burnt through 25% of our hydrogen so far, but I think we're gonna make it. Alright, we're at 0.6 gravity. Basically, 0.6 gravity now. So we are, we're on our way to space. Oh my god, that is hilarious. 0.4 gravity. 0.35. 0.3. I think that's the moon behind us. I mean, we're gonna go to whatever's the closest celestial body, and I think it's that thing behind us. I think that's the moon. Alright, 0.2. Alright, we are almost out of hydrogen, so I'm going to stop burning and turn dampers off. Maybe burn in spurts. Because if we fall back into the gravity well, I'm going to be really sad. Because we're still going forward, we're just slowing down. Ooh, we're almost there. Let's turn around. You can see the moon. Start heading that way. So what we don't want to do is crash into an asteroid. We're going really fast. And we're going fast upwards where I can't actually see. Did I put an ore detector on this? I don't think I did. Oh my god. Amateur mistake. I don't even have detector components with me. I do have an ore detector on the rover though. And they do have antennas. I might be able to make this work. Oh hey, we're in space, by the way. So let's go ahead and turn the dampers on, because I just want this thing to stop me. So I'm gonna take my buggy and I'm gonna head to the moon. So now we're just gonna head to the moon, and I will see you guys in however long this takes. Alright, we are approaching the moon. Let's get this guy rocked over. Coming in pretty hot. So I think what I want to do is get my dampers back on. And hopefully I'll have enough thrust to slow me down, because I definitely don't want to slam into this thing. Alright, we're in the gravity well now. Now let's just find a place to land. Maybe over here. We go back up a little bit. Maybe come down some. I don't want to go too far out into space. This is starting to level off nicely. I think somewhere around here will be good. Let's see. It's probably as good of a place as it's going to get. Hopefully the little truck... Oh, if we just go this way a little bit, it's a little bit flatter. Oops. And I think that'll release it. Oh my god, that was perfect. And we'll come over here and we'll just kind of land. Right about there. And that's all three. All three of the landing gear locked. We're on the moon. We've got a truck. That's fantastic. I've never done this in Space Engineers before. I've never actually left a planet and gone to another planet or moon or anything. That was so cool. And now what I'm thinking we should do is try to scout out some materials. We're going to need to find platinum eventually, because that's what the whole point of this little adventure was. I mean, and because we can. Like, the moon is there. Why not? So, what I'm thinking we'll do is try to find some platinum with the rover, and then we'll hop this guy over to the platinum. So what I would like to do first is turn our ore detector back on, and maybe crank it to like, I don't know, 500 meters. I don't know if DeepOres affects the moons, and it doesn't appear that, oh, it'd probably help if we turned our display on. So there's silicon, iron, nickel, cobalt, silver. All right. Ooh, 719 for the cobalt. It looks like DeepOres does affect the moon. Crank this guy up to 1000. See what we detect. Iron. Oh wait, there's something a kilometer down. Magnesium, platinum. And that must be uranium, maybe? What's that? More platinum? Uranium. Alright, so there's uranium, platinum, and magnesium all here on the moon. So let's just kind of drive over here until that is the smallest number. That's that 1.09, 0.08. Oh hey, there's a discoloration on the surface here. So this must be the deposit right here. Probably the nickel, but it looks like it's also more or less the platinum. Alright, so unlock and hop over here. Don't need my damper, so we'll save a little bit of hydrogen, although we're more or less okay. Turn dampers on. And I'm gonna land close to, but not directly on that area. Oops. Like to land reasonably level. Alright, so only one gear looks like it attached, but that'll be fine. And this will be where we start our moon base. We don't need to build an antenna or a GPS marker because we have the lander here. And now I'd like to go find some ice. So I should have looked at what direction we came from. I think we came from over this way. So we'll be able to come back the way we came as the ice cap was over there. I didn't realize how far from the ice we were. There's some iron and nickel. The deposits are pretty easy to see on the moon, which is nice. Let's come over here. Let's do a GPS marker right here. An easy pass. I don't really know if it counts as a mountain pass. It's not really a real mountain, but that was an easy way of getting over here. So we're starting to get into the really rugged area, which is where I thought the ice was. I'm surprised the detector hasn't picked it up yet. Oh, ice? Nope, more iron. I'm gonna park here. And just gonna jetpack up here and look around. Alright, so I just got out of the truck and started jetpacking around, and I found a bit of the ice. I don't know if there's any that's closer than this, but I'm gonna mark this right now, so we'll at least have some ice. Can I get yellow? No, not really. We'll make it green. The green moon ice. Alright, and let's head back to the pill. The other thing I'd like to do is, oh gosh, turn my lights on, because apparently those are all off. Ah, there you are. Moon send. Oh no, 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 big moon hole. Well, that was scary. We don't want to go in the moon hole. Moon send. Oh god. Too much send. Houston, we stuck the landing. Alright, so let's try to be careful. I don't want to break this rover. 300 more meters and we're home free. Well, sort of. I mean, we're on the moon. We haven't built a home yet. $100 more meters. What a pleasant sight. Alright, so we found our platinum, we found ice, we have plenty of resources available to us as we saw with the ore detector. I think that's where we're going to end this episode. And I think we're also going to end this season here as well. If you've been watching from the very beginning of the series, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I started this during the great coronavirus pandemic of 2020. This was my quarantine project. I did lockdown and I started this video series, and I kept doing it because it was fun. And I'm gonna keep doing it. And so there'll be a season 2 for sure. I'm not quite sure when it's going to come out yet. It probably won't be a super long break. So really, thank you. It's been super fun. It's been cool seeing all the comments. It's fun watching the views tick upwards. I never thought I was going to get this much traction in as short of a time as I did. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of the views, all of the hours you guys have watched and come along with this journey with me. Super cool. So please like the video, subscribe. There will be a second series, like I said. I was going to bring the platinum back down, but I think I've changed my mind, and I'm kind of feeling Space Station and or Space Elevator. Thank you so much for watching this video and all of the rest of the series, and I hope you'll be back for season 2 with me. Yeah, I'll see you soon, hopefully. Thanks for watching. Bye.